welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Anna Reitz. Welcome if you're joining me here for the very first time. Today I will be walking through my current pregnancy skincare routine. As soon as I found out I was pregnant, and even a little bit before that, I had done some research into products that were pregnancy safe and not pregnancy safe, and I made some adjustments to my skincare routine. So prior to this, I was using products that were focusing on hydration. I do have more dry skin, and then also just anti-aging. So I tried to keep my skincare routine aligned with those goals of just keeping my skin moisturized and increasing cell turnover to just prevent like wrinkles and fine lines. So without further ado, let's just dive into this pretty simple pregnancy skincare routine. So first, to take off my makeup, I still am continuing to use just a micellar water. This is the Garnier Skin Active one with the pink cap. I was using this before. It's still just my go-to for taking off that first layer of makeup before I go in with my cleanser. And then I am, again, also still using my Cerave Hydrating Facial Cleanser. So this is just my tried and true facial cleanser. It's still very pregnancy safe. It's recommended by dermatologists, and I love that it has ceramides and hyaluronic acid. So it's gentle enough on my skin, and it still hydrates. Gets off all my makeup and gunk from the day off. I know that some people, when they are pregnant, I have heard, have really sensitive skin, and it just changes, and some of the products that they used to use are really irritating. I don't have that issue, but even if I did, I think that anything from the CeraVe line, especially from their like gentle moisturizing line, is gonna be a pretty safe bet if you're just having like, you know, aversions to like fragrances and just like too many chemicals. CeraVe is a good one. This next product is the major change that I made in my, or what I added to my skincare routine, and primarily because I had to give up retinol. So it's highly recommended to avoid retinoids and retinols during pregnancy. I looked into some of the studies, and there's not any like significant studies showing negative effects from topical retinols, but for an oral retinol or retinoid, something like Accutane, that has really horrible effects on your child. So, okay, long story short, they're just like, just don't risk it. Like if something you took orally was going to affect a fetus so much, then just avoid it topically as well. And obviously it's unsafe to do studies to experiment what retinol topically would do. So it's just recommended to avoid it altogether. So that said, I did research and found an alternative natural ingredient that is supposed to mimic the effects of retinol, and it is an ingredient called bakuchiol, Bakuchiol, and I am using this product specifically. I'll just like take a screenshot of it, but it's the Ole Henriksen Transform Plus Glow Cycle retin-alt, so ALT power serum, and it has bakuchiol and AHAs. And let me just like Google what bakuchiol does exactly so that I can not sound like a total idiot if I'm trying to explain what it does. So one second. So bakuchiol, and I think I'm saying it right, I could be totally butchering that, but it is plant derived, and according to this one board certified dermatologist who was quoted in this article, she said that it functions similar to retinol, increasing cell turnover and thereby stimulating collagen production and diminishing signs of aging such as fine lines, wrinkles, skin laxity, and overall photo damage. So I was really sad to stop using retinol because I've been using it for the past like 6 years, and this product from my research was the one that was the most similar in like results to retinol, but without the negative side effects. So I'm excited to be using it. This one in particular, the only downside I think is that it does have added like fragrance and color. So it's like this weird like purple color, which just seems like a little bit unnecessary in a serum, especially if you're putting it on at night, although you can put it on during the day. But it just is this kind of like weird purpley color that also has some sparkles in it. So I just don't understand why they added artificial color, fragrance, and this weird sparkle to it, but whatever. It does look good under makeup, and that is another benefit, is that you can wear it during the day, put it on in the morning, as opposed to retinol, which is not recommended in the morning. So I use that just about every single night. Since my skin was already so used to the cell turnover of retinol, I didn't have to like ease into that. I do occasionally skip that, like I'll give it a night off and then use it again for 3 days. And then I also have been incorporating a lactic and glycolic acid into my routine, and this I do like once or twice a night, and it is the Versed, the Shortcut Overnight Facial Peel. So it has a very mild amount of lactic and glycolic acid. I don't even know what the potency is, but it says you smooth a thin layer onto clean skin, leave overnight, and then cleanse in the morning 2 to 3 nights a week. So I can't even like say that this has like done a ton, but I did read that you should be incorporating a lactic acid or a glycolic acid just to help again with the skin cell turnover, exfoliation, all of that. So this I'm using a couple nights a week. It was $20 at Target, and this I use in the evening. Everything so far is like evening skincare. And then in the mornings, I just go in with, I sometimes wash my face and sometimes I just use water. It depends. But the main thing that I've added for the mornings is a vitamin C serum. And I did so much research. I talked to my own dermatologist, and I just went for it with the SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic. This is supposed to be like the Rolls Royce of vitamin C serums. It has so many studies. It's backed by so many studies. The development took like years and years. It's supposed to be very like stable. It has 15% L-ascorbic acid and 0.5% ferulic acid. I am not enough of a skincare nerd to know exactly what makes this so special, but if you Google it, and there's so many videos here on YouTube that just kind of prove how effective it is. And I will say I have seen amazing results from using this in the morning, every single morning. I've already gone through almost the whole bottle. I did start it a little bit before I got pregnant, so I didn't just like run through it in 3 months. It's lasted a while, but unfortunately it's very expensive. It's probably my most expensive skincare product I'm using, but it is the place where I think it is worth splurging. It has helped most notably with a lot of kind of sun damage and discoloration around my eyes right here, and it's just like completely gone away. So I also just feel like it gives me like a glow, and that has been like one of the best things I've added to my skincare routine so far. I'm very excited about it, and I will buy another bottle and hopefully just use it like for the rest of my life because I love it so much. And then in the mornings for sunscreen, I am using the Ulta MD Elements, the physical sunscreen with hyaluronic acid, and it is the tinted one. So I like this one a lot. I feel like it kind of gives a nice, very light coverage before you put your makeup on, or just on the weekends if you don't want to wear makeup or wherever you're running around to. It still like helps your complexion a little bit. And the main reason why I'm using this is because it is a mineral sunscreen versus a chemical sunscreen, which I don't want to be using while pregnant, and I actually avoid in general. So this is my all-time favorite mineral sunscreen. I had tried a few different ones throughout the past few years. I had tried some CeraVe, some La Roche-Posay, and then this Ulta MD one is just ultimately my favorite. It doesn't leave my skin greasy. It goes on so nicely. I'll show you what it looks like just on my hand, but it really just has like a nice finish right in between like kind of matte and kind kind of just like satiny and silky. But anyways, I know this is like cult favorite and a lot of women use this, but it's been wonderful for pregnancy as well. So that is my face skincare routine. I know it's not that different than, I had filmed a video before of my skincare routine for like your early 30s. There's nothing in here that's that different besides adding the vitamin C and adding the bakuchiol and taking away the retinoids. Oh, I almost forgot my moisturizer at night and in the morning. So this video is going to be all out of order, but I still just use, this is actually the Walgreens brand of the Cerave Pm Moisturizer. So I use this at night and in the morning. In the morning, I use it after my SkinCeuticals, and at night, I use it after the bakuchiol. Does that make sense? And then that's everything I put on my face. And I will just shout out 2 products that I'm using on my body. I'm still just like in my first trimester and trying out different like body creams and butters and stuff like that. So this is just the first one I've had. I can't say like I'm gonna love it and keep rebuying it, but I'll just show you what it is. It is the Honest Rock the Bump Body Butter. So I like this. I mean, I don't love it, honestly. I kind of want to try like an oil and see how I like that. This is like so thick and so like pasty. Like, I mean, it just like, I really have to rub it in between my hands to get it to like emulsify before I even put it on my body. But maybe that's just what shea butter is and what it's supposed to be like and what your belly like needs. So I've just been using this at night. Okay, and then the last skincare product that I want to talk about is actually a Sunless Tanner. So I read about, of course, I think the ingredient is DHA that is in a lot of Sunless Tanners, and I was bummed when I had to get rid of my like Loving Tan and Saint Tropez. That's what I was using primarily, and I started just researching pregnancy safe Sunless Tanners. I know that this probably isn't like a priority for a lot of women while they're pregnant, but for me it makes me feel more like myself, and just like happier when I just have a little bit of a tan. So I found 2 products. One of them was the Vita Librata. I don't have it on me right now. It's in the other room, but I'll put up a picture of it. But it is a more natural Sunless Tanner that does not have DHA in it. And it's like your more traditional, they have a mousse, they have, I think, a spray, and it is like the type of Sunless Tanner that you'll have like a glow the very next day, or it gets pretty dark the very next day. I used that for a while and I did like it. I found that the color seemed a little off for me, for my skin tone. I kept it and will probably still use it sometimes, but I just didn't fall in love with it. And so then in my research, I also, actually, I saw a woman talk about it in her pregnancy video, but it is the Luxe Unfiltered Hydrating Self-Tanning Cream. This is more of a gradual lotion. So it's kind of like a fancier, more luxurious Jergens, like gradual tanner. The ingredients are much better. So I love this. You just put it on at night like you would your lotion after the shower. You rub it in a circular motion, and then the next day you're not like, whoa, like 5 shades darker, but you do have a noticeable glow that looks very natural. And then if you want to keep up with it, like you could like do it every 2 days or something and get your glow a little bit more intense. So I hope that you enjoyed this pregnancy skincare routine. Maybe you found a product or 2 that you want to add to your routine if you're pregnant. I know that it's kind of a tricky time. Our skin is changing, our body is changing. There's a lot of adjustments that need to be made, but it's still like, you know, important to take care of yourself. Make sure you're just taking that time each night to just give yourself a little bit of self-care when and where you can. I'm sure that I'll get to a point like in my 3rd trimester where I'm just exhausted and I just couldn't care less about all these steps and tanning and stuff like that. But for right now, I'm having a really nice time just using these products. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you again for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.